Hello, students. Everyone loves to listen to an interesting story. And you must have read hundreds of stories. But in today's lesson, you're going to learn to write your own story. It's going to be great fun. So come along then. Let's learn to write a story. This video was made just for you. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe. Write your own story. Now, for this, you'll have to form a group of 5 students. Okay. Now, if you cannot do this activity in the classroom, you can do it during your Diwali vacation with your friends, with your family, in the friends from the building, family members. So, you require 5 people to be in a group, and you can do this activity. Now, for this, what you have to do is look at the chart given on pages 40 and 41. Now, each person in the group is given only one column to choose from. Now, let's look at the columns on page 40 and 41. So, we have a column A, column B, and column C, D, and E. So, there are 5 people and 5 columns. So, each person from the group will be allotted one column to choose from. Okay. So each person in the group is given only one column to choose from. Now from column A, one person chooses any 5 characters. So from the column A, they choose one person chooses any 5 characters. Now, what are characters? Characters are humans and animals in the story. Okay, so the first person will choose any 5 characters from column A. Okay, now from column B, another person can choose any 5 characteristics. Now, what are characteristics? Means qualities, isn't it? Each person has certain qualities. So, if you talk about a king, so the king can be a brave king, the king can be a loyal king, the king can be a noble king, kind king, or he can be a cruel king. So, those are called the characteristics or qualities of these characters. So, the second person will choose 5 characteristics or qualities for each of these, okay, for these characters. Now, from column C, D, and E, the 3 remaining children. Okay, so altogether 5, isn't it? So each child is given one column. So from column C, D, and E, the 3 remaining children choose the story type, the period, and one setting that is place respectively. Now, what does this mean is you can choose the story type. Now, story type could be fairy tale story, it could be fantasy, it could be mystery, it could be adventure. So, what kind of story you want, or it could be any historical event, or it could be a real event that happened. Okay, so you could build up and you would think what will be the story type. The next person will choose the period means the time when the story happened, whether it happened long ago, or was it a recent incident, is it in the present time. So that person will choose the period, and the third person will choose where the story takes place. Okay, so the place where it is, so it can be anywhere, it is your imagination. So if it is a fairy tale story, it can be deep into the sea, or it can be right in a new land. Okay, so it can be in a new fairyland, it could be on another planet. So you can have to think what kind of a story are we writing and where does the story take place. Okay, but children, there is a catch to this. Okay, it is not so simple as it goes. The condition is that every person chooses separately without telling or consulting the others. So we know that there are 5 people in the group, there are 5 columns, each one will secretly pick up the characters, pick up the story type, pick up the time period, the place where it happens, the characteristics of these characters. So they will not tell what they have chosen. So you will require a paper and pen or pencil also. So you can take a book and then write down. Okay, so this is what the fun part is, isn't it? So the other person doesn't know what the other has chosen. So This is how you will carry on the activity. After everyone has chosen, you put all the elements together. What does this mean is, now when everyone has done their work of choosing whatever characters, characteristics, the story type, the place, the time period, everything, then you bring open your papers or book where each one has written it down, and now you bring the whole story together. Okay, I know there is going to be a lot of argument, but in a healthy way. Healthy arguments are always very good. So it is very good to, argue on why you have chosen the character, or why have you chosen that period, and why shouldn't it be changed, or how to go about it. So an healthy argument is always very good, and it builds up the story very nicely. So you can, all now discuss as to how to go about with the story. Now, each and every story, children, must have a beginning, the body, and the end. So in the body there are lot of other things, that is the actual story that happens. So beginning is when you introduce the characters, you tell the person who is reading or listening to your story about what the story is about. So that is in your introduction. So that is the beginning of your story. And then you develop all the things that happened in your story. So it should be funny, it should be great, some mysterious things, some other characters coming into it. There could be some fights also. Okay. So all this thing you can bring about, and then of course there should be an end to the story. So if it is a short story, you could have a moral to the story too. So what is the lesson that the story gives you? So all these things you have to keep in mind, and you have to discuss about it and build up your story. Now you may choose other supporting characters also. Now you know that, children, in a story there are just not few characters, isn't it? There are other small characters that come into the sequence. Maybe if you're talking about a king, so there could be soldiers coming in and out. Okay, or maybe there could be, if you're talking about fairy tales, so there could be other, characters of animals or strange characters. So all these things you can add some more, those are called the supporting characters. So some more supporting characters in the story, and move from one setting or time period to another. Okay, so it cannot be just at one place, at one setting. So it can have various settings or even various time periods. So maybe, you have started with the story of a small boy, and how the child, grows up and moves about and goes to a different land. So that is how you can move from one time period to the other, or from one place to the other. So you could build up your story in a very, very vivid manner, describe it, and if necessary, but you must use what you choose first. So remember not to keep on changing whatever you'll have chosen at first. The characters, the characteristics, the settings, the period, everything, whatever you'll have chosen, it should not be changed at any condition. Got it? So this is how you will build up the entire story. Now let's understand how to pick up the things from each of the columns, isn't it? Now the first column is column A, and that has the characters. Now let's understand each of the characters given or listed in this column. So we have the magician, we have the schoolgirl, schoolboy, we have the mouse, we have the thief, we have the soldier, we have a dog, scientist, a superhero. Who is a superhero? Like any person, like a Batman, Superman. So you could create your own superhero or a superwoman. Okay. And then we have a robot. Who's a robot? A machine person is a robot. Then we have a detective. Who's a detective? A person who solves problems, solves mysteries. So that person is a detective. A neighbor. An elf. Who's an elf? They are fictitious characters, that is, imaginary characters which are very, very small in size. So you must have heard about Santa Claus's elves. So elf. Then we have the acrobat. Who is an acrobat? It's a acrobat is a person who does all the acts in a circus, isn't it? So if you have visited the circus, they are jugglers, or there are people who do various acts of jumping and doing those acrobatic acts. So those are called the acrobat. Then we have even the soldier, a farmer, a dinosaur. Okay, we have a merchant and a pilot. You can have king or a queen or a hawker. Who is a hawker? A person who sells things on the streets is called a hawker. So all these are the various characters that are listed in column A, and so you have to pick up five such characters. Now we go to the characteristics. What are characteristics? They are the qualities of a person. Okay, so the second person will not know what the first person has chosen, so he or she will choose accordingly. So the characteristics could be brave. Okay. Or a coward. Who is a coward? Coward is a person who is not brave at all. Okay, very scared of things. So, coward. A person could be talkative, he could be silly. Wicked. Who is a wicked person? Cruel. Very, very bad person. Sly. Who is a sly person? Who does things without anybody knowing about it. So, a sly person. Kind, honest, weak, cunning. Cunning again? It is a person who is sly and he does things in a very intelligent manner without anybody knowing about it. Bullying. Who was a bully? Bully is a person who harasses other people for no reason at all. So he's a bully. A loyal person. Loyal is a faithful person. Nosy. Who's a nosy person who wants to know everything? An inquisitive person. Then rash. Who is a rash person? Rash quality is somebody who is very aggressive, very angry, doesn't think about what will be the result of the actions or anything. Very angry person. Okay. So that is a rash person. A forgetful person. Person who will forget everything. Helpful. We have very intelligent. A selfish person who thinks only about himself. Okay. Scholar, a strong person, so you can make the king or the queen a very strong personality, or you have soldiers in the person, so you can have make that person strong person. So these are the various characters that we have, characteristics that are listed in this column. So always remember, children, whenever you're building up your story, you will require a lot of adjectives. So not only the characters, that is qualities of people, but when you are describing the places or the time period, the houses, the people, so you will require a lot of descriptive words which are called the adjectives. So when you are writing down, you should jot down many adjectives you all know. So when you all are sitting down and discussing about your stories, so you could make another column where you'll write as many adjectives as each one knows. So you'll keep it ready, and that will help you to whenever you are describing anything, maybe the place, maybe the houses or the forts, or the people or the trees, the scenery. So all these things will help you. Even apart from the adjectives, you also require events and actions. So events are when did this action or when did the story happen, and the various actions, how did they perform, where did they perform. So all those will are your adverbs. So you have to have a list of adverbs also to help you develop your story. So events and actions also. So these were the two columns. Now let's move on and understand the other three columns that are there. So we have the story type, time, and place. Okay, so what could be the story type? One is the fairy tale. So what's a fairy tale? A fairy tale is a story about magical and imaginary beings and places. So again, it is imaginary. Okay, it's not real. Fantasy. Fantasy is another way of imagining a story. So in your story, in a fantasy, anything is possible. Okay, so that is what is a fantasy story. You have a mystery story, a story which has a puzzle or some problem to be solved. Maybe there is a, somebody has died, or want to know how that person died. So you can bring in some detective in this character, in this story. So it could be a mystery. Adventure. Your story could be an adventure. So, what is an adventure story? A story in which there is some unusual or, daring experience that happens. So, that is an adventure. Your story could just be an ordinary story, but with beautiful other elements and settings in it. A success story. Success story is where it gives you a very strong message as to, if you try hard, you can really win. So that is called a success story. Your story could have funny characters and it could be really funny. So you could add a lot of jokes. So if you are good at it, you can make the story in a funny way. Science fiction. So your story could have something to do with science. Maybe, astronauts and astronomers going to another planet, making different kinds of things and all that. So your story could have a science fiction. So suppose if you want to, travel, time traveling machine and all that. So you could add all those things in your science fiction. Tragic story is a sad story where something will sad happens, maybe somebody's died, but it could even give us a strong message from this sad story. And it could be a play. What is a play? It is a action packed. There are dialogues, there are conversations. Okay, so stage performance. So you could convert your story into a play also. Now let's go to column number D. It is time period. So when does the story take place? So it could be in the time of the caveman. Okay, you have learned a lot about cavemen in history, so you could gather information from your EVS 2 textbook as well as from your other information or other stories that you must have heard or read from your other GK books information. So all those things you could gather and create your story around a caveman. So that is the time period you could choose. You could start your story with once upon a time. So you could put your story right back into time. Okay. You could also say 1000 to 500 years ago. So, or very great period of time. Okay. You can also say 20 years ago. Or you could begin your story with now. Okay. So at the present time. So at the present time, what happened? So you could build your story that way. Or it could be 20 years from now. So this is a future story. So if you are writing about the science fiction, you could make your story go into the future. In future, what will happen? How will we dress up? How will be the cities be? What cars we will travel in? So you could imagine and write that. Then it could be 200 years from now, not just 20 years. Imagine 200 years from now, what will happen? Okay. Or you could also build your stories when dinosaurs lived on the earth. So that is even before the cavemen. So all these things you could add up and think about when your story happened. Now, in the last column is the places. So the person who will choose a place will think about your city, town, or village. So maybe according to that person, that story that takes place in the present time and in the city or town that you are still living. Then it could be another planet. Okay, you could travel to another planet. It could be in a far away land. Okay, so it could be a far away fantasy land. Okay, it could be a desert, in the forest, in a hill fort, or it could be on an island in a big city or in the space. So you could have time travel, you can go from one planet to the other out into the space, or in a small kingdom. So if you have a king and a queen, and you could build up a small kingdom around it. And you should remember these following points. You should see that there are dialogues and conversations and also monologues. Now what are monologues? Monologues are dialogues that are spoken among just by themselves only. Sometimes the king is angry and he will talk to himself, isn't it? We also do it, no, most often when we are doing our homework or maybe just relaxing or dreaming about something, we talk to our own self. So those are called your monologues. And you could add some surprise for the reader. So the reader has to get interested in reading about the story. So you bring in some surprise elements, some characters, some story, some mystery. And remember that, to share your story with the other groups. So we have 5 groups, isn't it? Children of 5 groups. So if you all are coming back after the Diwali vacation back into your classrooms, so you could share your story, read your story, and have great fun sharing about the stories and how each one has built their characters. Isn't it a very fun activity? Is It's very exciting. So I hope you too are very excited to complete the story and gather your friends, or if you can't gather your friends, gather your family members, grandparents, uncle, aunt, cousins, anyone, okay, and build up this story. You can even enact this story as part of your family gathering, okay, or in school. To summarize what we have learned, here are some points to help you write your own story. You'll get these points on our website at jkacademypro.com. You'll get the link in the description box. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sure you may also enjoy the following videos. You'll get the link in the description box below.